Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to NXT June 27th review of 2018. Just to give you guys a rundown of what my overall opinion was of the show. I think storyline-wise, we got some very good build-up towards the NXT World Championship. We have Johnny Gargano very furious about what happened at the end result of NXT Chicago. And I'm pretty certain we're going to end this rivalry at NXT Brooklyn 3. Or 4, whatever. How far we're into how many Brooklyn events we've had. At the end of the day, guys, this was a decent show. There wasn't a whole lot of storyline build-up. Because we're just in the first technical week. We're only really in the first real week of this storyline build-up towards Brooklyn. And they gave us one hell of a main event. Mustache Mountain, the new tag team champions of NXT, were supposed to compete against some enhancement talents that were later beaten the hell out of by the Undisputed Era. Kyle O'Reilly, Roderick Strong, and Adam Cole were very upset about the end result, what happened with the NXT Tag Team titles from London, and they decided that they're going to beat the shit out of them. Well, lo and behold, Ricochet came to join in with the party, and we made it a 6-man tag team main event. What a back-and-forth action-pack event this was. I really enjoyed watching this main event. A lot of good action happened. Undisputed Era played their role to perfection. At the end of the day, they walked away with the victory. Roderick Strong actually went ahead and did a flip on Ricochet, pulling him out of the ring after he hit his finisher, actually. Thanks to Kyle O'Reilly. Pretty much getting him pissed off enough to come out to do a maneuver on Kyle O'Reilly, and then at that point Roderick Strong went ahead and put him in like a suplex hold and then flipped him and nailed him on the side apron of the ring, then eventually throwing him back in the ring for Adam Cole to pick up the victory and get the 1-2-3. But at the end of the day, there was a lot of hard-hitting action during this matchup. This match did go 20-plus minutes. Very good, entertaining stuff. If you did not see the main event, I would recommend seeing it. Overall, everything else kind of just flowed very nicely. We got to see Aleister Black, say, hey, a real champion overcomes adversity, which Lars Sullivan was. Lars Sullivan did sustain a broken jaw in this the matchup that he had with Aleister Black at the NXT Chicago event. So that was very shocking even to know that information. I didn't even know he had a broken jaw. So bottom line is, we got a lot of good action throughout. On top of that, we got to see Candice LeRae in action against another female competitor. Let me pull that name up real quick for you. Lacey Evans. This match was back and forth action overall. Candice LeRae actually picks up the victory here. We also had Kona Reeves in action. I skipped this match. Kona Reeves versus Max Humberto. Didn't really care to watch anything that happens to have Kona Reeves involved in this, because I don't care for his in-ring ability. I think his in-ring ability absolutely is sucky and terrible. Really cringe-worthy, to be honest with you. So nothing really stood out to me with watching his in-ring matchup. Aleister Black, though, did kick off the show explaining other things besides overcoming adversity, Tommaso Ciampa comes out. He announces his challenge to the NXT Championship and has a lot of interest in becoming the new NXT World Champion. Instead of worrying about personal rivalries, he's caring more about business and being a champion. Later on during the show, Johnny Gargano said this rivalry will not end until Tommaso Ciampa is done. So, really what we're getting here is Johnny Gargano ain't going to stop until Tommaso Ciampa is dead. Metaphorically, I don't believe they would go to the extent of actual death. Though WWE would be pretty much in deep shit legally. Just joking around with you guys. Candice LeRae also got interviewed after her matchup, was asked about her thoughts on Johnny Gargano, and she has announced that her thoughts is that her husband's going to take care of his business, she's going to take care of her business, and focus on trying to become the NXT Women's Champion. Well, she's got a hell of a mountain to climb to get to that point, especially against a woman like Shayna Baszler, who has MMA background and can pretty much look legitimately like she could kick every woman's ass on that program and in that division. So, at the end of the day, guys, we got some, storyline build-up going into this event. Mostly around the World Championship, Johnny Gargano and Tommaso Ciampa, seeing where that storyline leads to. We might get even a matchup on NXT programming itself so that we can determine a number one contender for Aleister Black's championship. Let me see here. What else could I state? Oh yeah, and Undisputed Era storyline about the Mustache Mountain actually becoming the NXT Tag Team Champions, which was a complete mind shocker. Mind blower, actually. So I really couldn't believe that happened at that London event. But at the end of the day, it did bring some really unexpected things. I really couldn't believe what I saw. But, without a further ado, there's really nothing much to say about this show. It was a pretty solid, okay event. It didn't scream home, wow, oh my god, except for the main event. The main event was pretty fucking unreal. Very good in-ring work by all three men involved in that main event 6-man tag team match, which should be like what most tag team matches like that should be. WWE can't produce something like that ever. At least not today. Maybe back in the day we could get something like that. Maybe not the same in-ring ability, but definitely some high quality, get you out of your seat, make you go ooh and ah, and actually go ahead and scream at the TV screen with excitement of actually watching the fucking match. Though WWE can't seem to do that anymore because they have too much money on their hands. Well, Vince McMahon collects it and counts it, losing his mind and going ahead and having Alzheimer's. But without a further ado, if you liked the video, hit the like button. Leave any comments and opinions down below. I'll definitely get back to you on that. Hit the subscribe button if you're not already subscribed to the channel. And I thank you very much, guys, for watching. And have a great night.